Hi, everyone. I've got so much exciting news today, and the first is drumroll 2,000 subscribers and rising. Thank you so much, all of you. And you know what? Talk about timing. I don't know if you can hear the church bells have just started to ring here in my village. I hope you can hear them. I don't know if they cancel out. But energetically, that for me is a synchronicity, if ever there was one. So 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, all of you, for being a part of this community, for helping to create more magic in the world, more sparkle. And my goodness, at this time, we certainly could do with it, couldn't we? So, yeah, there they are, the bells ringing in celebration of such an awesome, awesome thing for me. Somebody who I would never have imagined that I would have been a YouTuber, at the grand old age of 63. Not that that has necessarily anything to do with it, but that's the truth. And here I am, and I'm with you guys creating this space where there are ripples and ripples and ripples of the most beautiful love, unconditional love, and magic. So, what's the other amazing announcement? Now, I think you know already something about my first oracle. Oh, actually, I'm being prompted to explain the red nose. No, I'm not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, obviously, and no, I'm not a drinker either. But this is interesting because there's something that probably some of you out there might need to know. This might be for just even one individual that needs to hear this. So I'm going to share my story very briefly of why the red nose. So, with any journey in life, but especially a journey that expands you, that you have to take these steps constantly to expand your vessel, expand who you are, step into a greater field where you're seen, you're more visual. Well, what happens to me, and obviously it's happened throughout my life, and it worked for many years, but not recently, once I got wind of it, once I started to understand, it ain't gonna work anymore. And that is this morning, waking up, knowing that I was going to do this recording for you guys, I was in a fit of sneezing. I could not stop. Fine the day before, just out of the blue, nothing changed. Sneeze, 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 sneeze. Straight away, I thought, mm-mm. And I spoke to my ego gently and I said, look, this isn't going to stop me. We're doing this. Now, ego, I know in some fields people think of ego as being kind of like your enemy, something you have to destroy. I don't see it that way. I see ego as a part of you that was keeping you safe while you were young. Look both ways when you cross the road. Don't put your hand on that fire because you'll burn it, all of that kind of stuff. But what happened is as you grew, the ego stayed in that space. This is my understanding. The ego stayed in that space of wanting to keep you safe. So constantly trying to scupper your chances of being bigger than you are, if that makes sense. So that's how it works for me. I would suddenly get ill. I would get the tummy ache. I generally a big sneezing fit, and you can see it was a huge sneezing fit. So that's what happened, and I spoke to my ego, and I talked about the fact that we can work together, that I'm doing this, I've made the decision, and that usually changes it when I say, I'm changing this, we're doing this, I'm not going back. I know it's terrifying. I know you're quaking in your boots. I know you don't know how to keep me safe. It's all right. I've got this. We're going to do it together. Hey, how about that? You come with me. And generally what happens is, boom, straight away, as soon as the ego gets the sense that it's not going to work this time. And sometimes they kick and scream and they throw out all the stops. But it did stop my sneezing fit. But unfortunately, I'm left with this red nose. So I don't know if that's for any of you guys out there that might need that message. Just be aware that if you're about to take a big step in your life, and for me, this is immense because believe it or not, I'm an introvert. And this thing of being out here, as they say, is actually quite scary for me. I've been enjoying it on YouTube, I have to say. There's something different. I don't know what it is. But it is scary. And also producing this Oracle deck and all the steps that I've had to go through to put it out there, each step, and especially recently and this before the launch, I was terrified. And I actually was on the verge of saying, okay, that's it. Crunch time, can't do it. But there was no way. There was no way that I could change and turn back. It's the wheels are running. I'm compelled to do this. This is something that is part of my mission, I believe, and my purpose to bring this out into the world, this magic, this hopeful tool, this tool of hope to the world. So I wasn't going to give in. I wasn't going to give in, and I stepped forward. And so there, before I was about to make the recording, bam. So I don't know. Does that resonate with you? I hope it does, and I hope it helps you to find that way of communicating and working with your ego. I don't believe the destroying of the ego. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't understand that part of it. But for my mind, it's an integration. It's an understanding. It's an awareness. It's working with and saying, hey. In fact, Susan Bradley Bortford, who you know because she comes on with me, my beautiful coach and dear friend, she has a lovely saying that she says to her ego, which is beautiful. So I'm sure she won't mind me sharing. She says, because she imagines like ego being like the little child pulling at your apron strings when you're on the phone. She says, thank you for your concern, but I now choose to listen to the voice of my higher purpose. That's probably a paraphrase, but along those lines. And I really do want you to try that because it works. So that's the story behind the red nose. Moving swiftly on. Today is the launch of my Oracle deck, my first Oracle deck. And if you want to know more about the story of it, there's an interview with Anne Varney in the videos. There is another live that we did, Susan and myself, where we talked about the background of the cards and what have you. So I won't do that for you now, just to say that it's been a journey. It's a real passion of mine, a labour of love. And Susan has been my right-hand woman the whole way through, the pilot, supporting me through times, sometimes when it was not easy for me, where I really had to dig deep and I had to do some healing on just how I respond to things, be aware more of how I respond to things, how things affect me, and then manoeuvring and navigating through that with love. So here I am. And here I've got the box. Hang on, I've got the box open because I'm going to do a reading for you in a minute. But there's going to be a new box. Actually, they had to be a little bit bigger because it's a gift box, and in the gift box they're all going to be obviously different, but there are going to be crystals and stones that have been cleansed and charged with transmissions and frequencies of unconditional love. And obviously the guardians of nature have imbued each of the stones with magic, which will continue. So you can do whatever you want with them. You can cleanse them if you feel the need to, but that magic will be contained within those stones and will be transmitted. And I'm told, shift your, what's the word? Suspend your disbelief. Suspend your disbelief, because they say that each and every packet is individually charged for the person that will hold them, the person that they will be for, whether they're a gift or whether they're from you. Now, how is that possible? Don't ask me. I don't know. This is what they tell me, and it feels like a truth. So there you go. So that's the little gift in each, and obviously each and every one will be different stones. There'll be a larger crystal or stone, but they'll all be imbued with magnificent magic and transmissions for you to hold, to have on your altar, to carry about with you, to do whatever you feel. Return them to the earth if you choose. It's entirely up to you. So that's the gift. So that's why the box has to be a bit bigger. I have chosen 3 cards for you today. I did it before because of my eyesight at the moment. I've never had an issue with reading until recently, but I do have to have reading glasses, and I haven't quite purchased, although they don't cost much, I haven't purchased my own pair yet. I haven't had time to go out and do it, to tell you the honest truth, just recently. So I'm borrowing my partner's rather attractive reading glasses. So I had to practice the reading because they're not quite for me, but they work. So bear with me as I put them on and take them off. And I had to do a little practice read before so that it wouldn't be an absolute mush when I try to read. So that's the reason for choosing the cards before, but I literally chose them just before this recording, and I intended that they would be the perfect cards for you guys, that would resonate with you and talk to your heart, speak to your hearts, and also give you a sense and a bonding with the cards to get a sense of the energy and the magic of the cards. So here they are. Just have a look at the back of them. Again, this is, in case you don't remember, this yeah, I had to make my camera the not mirror, so it's a bit difficult to get it right. So that's the magical aura of the earth, or the Fey realm, that represents. So this is card 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So you may feel that all 3 of them will be right for you, but what you do is you tune into your heart. And it's very individual how you choose cards, how you read cards. Some people, I'm actually 9 times out of 10 prefer to just see the image and let the image speak to me. But because these are transmitted and channeled messages, they are very, very relevant. But again, you can just look at the image and see what the image makes you feel, how that makes you feel. Tune into your heart. Drop from your head to your heart, as Vaiwan, the being of light that I channel, generally says. Drop from your head to your heart, for your head cannot fathom what your heart already knows to be true. So just breathe. Does a card jump out to you, or is it all 3? 1, 2, 3. Just have a little look and tune in. And don't overthink it. Please don't overthink it. Just yes, no, not interested, all 3, 1, or maybe it's 2 of them. Okay, so bear with me. They're very attractive reading glasses. And the first one is, let me just get that ready. Eagle perspective. Let me see whether there's a better part of the screen to hold this on. I think that's probably all right. So again, just breathe into it. And apparently the numerology of the number is important as well. I found, having made a mistake initially, that's why you get a sample pack. So breathe into this and see what part of the picture jumps out at you, what resonates with you, how it makes you feel. Just breathe. And again, don't analyze. You won't figure it out. You'll only feel it and know it from your heart. How does it make you feel? Okay. So eagle. This is where I put these attractive. Oh, aren't they lovely? Oh, aren't they lovely? Hello, Miss Jones. Oh gosh, I can't see properly with them on, but never mind. Here we go. So, eagle perspective, 43. I am Kador of the Guardians of Nature. We fly now with the wings created from your imagination. See how effortless it is to take to the skies, and you would have us believe you cannot fly. Higher and higher. Come take my hand. Up we go, far above this glorious earth. Take a moment to glory in her beauty. Magnificent, yes. Here, higher than any other bird, is the mighty eagle. See how it surveys its territory. With this higher perspective, it sees all. Ah, you have the eagle's message. I feel it, even if you are not yet consciously aware. Allow the eagle to show you how it rises above everything, having an overview, seeing the whole picture. From this higher perspective, there comes great clarity and vision. The ability to choose, to shift direction, to take a different path, or to know the one you chose is the right one. The shift in perspective also shifts your perception of how things were to how they are. With greater clarity comes motivation and courage. You know the truth and can therefore move with certainty and grace. Fly with the eagle and shift your perspective. Clarify what is important. You have wings. They are magnificent. Fly. So that, sorry. Time I got myself some of my own, I think, but actually, yes. Anyway, so the second card, was that you? Was that your one? Oh, this is one of my favourites. I love this chap, but he can be cheeky. It's Chickwick. Fun. And he is, I say, okay, so for the first card, the eagle, that was from the fifth portal. No, from the fourth portal, the creatures of Mother Earth. This is from the second portal, the Fae, and Chickwick is a pixie. So have a little look at that one. How does it make you feel? Does anything particularly jump out at you? Does he make you smile? He always makes me smile. So do the gnomes, actually. They really make me smile. Okay, so that's Chickwick. So, Chickwick. Oh, here we go. So, Chickwick, 17, fun. I am Chickwick, happy to make your acquaintance. Come kick your shoes off, join me in this babbling brook. Come splash in the water, dance, sing. Feel the water caress your fingers. Just for now, put your troubles in this magic pouch. I will hold them for you. You would benefit from some fun, laughter and play. Just for now, enter my world. Throw off your garment of sorrow and... Oh, isn't it? It's interesting. This is Chickwick for you. Blame it on Chickwick. Why don't you? Poor old Chickwick. I will hold them for you. You would benefit from some fun, laughter and play. Just for now, enter my world. Throw off your garment of sorrow. Throw your garment of sorrow off and join me in this healing water. Fun is the order of this now. Let me show you how. Perhaps you have forgotten. Perhaps you don't have time. I have heard all the excuses. Believe me, you deserve this respite, this nourishing, necessary fun time. I see you are remembering bit by bit this magical space is cleansing all your resistance away. So all that's left is laughter and fun, fun, fun. My job today is to remind you to have humour in life, to find the humour in life. Laugh at yourself. I do, and I'm never disappointed. I am a constant source of buffoonery and mishaps. Let me show you how. Let me remind you of the healing power of laughter. Just for now, have fun. The world can wait. Fun time is time well spent. Come, let me remind you. That is so interesting. That's Chickwick for you. I can laugh at myself, you see, and I'm a constant source of buffoonery, obviously. So I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that's ignited something for you. I can certainly feel a lightening of the energy, a real lightening of the energy. So yeah. So okay, the third card on this reading. How's it going for you? So this is, some people are going to hear the Harry Potter, the Harry Potter theme. But yes, the hippogriff, unconditional love. You see, it's unfortunately there's a bit of glare there, but how does that speak to you? That maybe that's meant to be lighting up the unconditional love there. How does this make you feel? Okay, the hippogriff, unconditional love. So, 29, Hippogriff, unconditional love. That's going to fall off that. I am Sabrina of the Guardians of Nature. Come walk with me a while. I have a very precious creature who wishes to meet you. Do you feel his energy? Close your eyes for a moment as we sit on this rock. Feel the presence of the hippogriff, part eagle, part horse, containing the beautiful qualities and strengths of both. The power, intelligence, and immense heart field of the horse, along with the ability to rise above, to see the overview, the higher perspective of the eagle. That's interesting, isn't it? What is it you sense as the hippogriff lands in front of you? Open your eyes as you are bathed in the frequencies of pure, unconditional love. My gift to you is a transmission of pure love. The heart field of the horse is already large, but mine is vast, containing the potential of the horse and the eagle, the potential to love unconditionally. We understand the mishmash and crossed wires that create a space where humanity has lost the ability to understand the full power of love, a love that holds no conditions attached. An all-consuming unconditional love. There are those among you, many more each moment, that are in awareness and beginning to untangle the noise and hear the clear message and feel the awesome power of love, a love that does not require anything in return. We see you and are so grateful for your tenacity to uncover the truth, your truth. At your heart, all of you are created from an ocean of unconditional love. The consciousness, the frequencies of divine unconditional love. You are love. The sound of source is love. The return to a space of pure unconditional love has begun. You are an emissary if you choose. I will walk with you and assist you to awaken to the awesome power of love that has no dogma, no rules restricting it in any way. It just is. Tap into this unlimited ocean of unconditional love. Begin to become aware of its flow from your spiritual heart at the center of your chest. Be nourished by it. Let it teach you. Let it show you its unlimited nature and its all-encompassing power to create peace, healing, and harmony, and to begin to understand its ability to transform a weary world. It begins with you, dear one. We urge you to be tender, gentle with yourself as you navigate through your human experience. We share this with you not to judge. That is a human trait. We only wish for you to begin to open and trust the love that you are in truth. To trust the awesome power of unconditional love. Begin. You are not alone. I am by your side. Actually, that's very, very interesting. When I practiced reading it, I'll just share. I thought it finished on the previous page, and even though it says clearly underneath Kant, but there was a reason for it, because I had to read that afresh, that last bit from being nourished by it. There is also the connection. By the way, that's from the second portal, the Magical Creatures portal. There are 5 portals in the deck. That would be the Guardians of Nature, the 11 that have come to introduce the Guardians of Nature and the Fey realm to humanity. Then the second portal is the Fey, which includes a few fairies, a couple of fairies, pixies, gnomes. Then the third portal is magical creatures, unicorn, hippogriff, dragon, etc. Actually, dragonflies are in there as well, which is interesting, but you'll see why. And then the fourth portal is the creatures of Mother Earth, lion, horse, etc. And then the fifth portal is Mother Earth, and that will be rivers, mountains, forests, etc. Ending with the last card, 55, is the goddess Gaia, return to the garden. So that's the little booklet that comes with it. Little booklet, yes. So that is a little reading for you guys. Now, did I mention that the cards launched today? So it's a pre-sale. You have the opportunity to own your own deck or gift it to somebody. So with a pre-sale price, I'll put the link in the I shall put the link in the description for you to purchase. And share. And also invite people and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, why? No, subscribe, share, invite, share this with people, get it out there. And because it's such a powerful tool. The more that I've bonded with the cards, there's been a difference, there's been a change. And Pixie, did you see how different it was me reading Chickwicks? He was having a little game with me. But there you go, you see, he made me smile, he made me laugh. I hope he did you too. That was what his intention is, I think, is to create a space where you have a lightning, which is very much needed, isn't it, at the moment? So the link will be in the description to purchase your own deck, 25% off for a limited time. Okay, so what time? When's the best time? Now, because this is only a limited time that it's going to be running. So get your copy in the description for 25% off. And I look forward to hearing from you how the cards impact your life. And know that the transmissions in the cards, all of the juice of the cards, all the connection with the higher realm is still active at any time, throughout time. And they've just reminded me that this is the 1111 portal. Now, I'm not an expert, as in there will be people that will have perhaps reams of information about what that means. To me, it's very simple. There's a sense, I was drawn to do this on the 1111 portal. It was almost like, when are we going to do this? Boom, then came up the 1111 portal. But more recently, in fact, yesterday, I got an image that worked for me. Not only is it a double master number, 1111, 1111, but it was, some people see it as a temple, like temple pillars, but what I saw was tall tall trees, the trunks of trees, 4 of them, and like a portal into the Fey realm. So it kind of, for me, it feels like it's never more important at this time, and also possible to reach out and to connect. And now I'm reminded that there's a message to come as well. So bear with me. I will now bring through, looking at this portal, thinking of the forest with the 4 trees and the portal into the Fey realm, and also the other way, so we could reach across and connect. And apparently there's much more to it, but I think that's enough. And if you tap into the energy, you can feel it and you can sense it. It's a potent time. So now I'm going to bring through a quick message from the Council of Elders of the Guardians of Nature. And if there is a confusion, why they say, they don't always, but sometimes they say, I am, we are, because in truth they are one. We all are. This collective consciousness, that's my perception and that's my understanding, that whatever you want to call it, source, God, goddess, all that is, this collective consciousness that we're all a part of, we are all one, in fact, in truth. So they say, I am, we are, because of course you have the separate individual expressions of that, you, me, etc. So I shall bring them through because they have a message. And actually, this doesn't often happen. Usually with the Guardians, vroom, I just bring it through and it's exactly what they say. But sometimes, as it used to happen, or does happen often with the beings of light, it's almost like they run something by me. And I can't remember the details of it, but when I heard it, when I felt it, half awake in the early hours of the morning, it was absolutely beautiful. So that's my only intention, is to do it justice. Again, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it was, but I know it felt beautiful. So sit back and enjoy as the guardians of nature, the Council of Elders of the Guardians of Nature, come through for a message for humanity, and also to assist in the bringing the sensing and connecting with the power of these cards. Greetings. I am, we are the Council of Elders for the Guardians of Nature. Breathe for a moment. Find a space where you are able to breathe out any tension, relaxing your neck and your head and your shoulders, shifting your position maybe to allow for a greater flow and a greater receptivity to the transmission, should you choose to receive it, and the choice is always yours. Dear beloved humanity, at this 1111 portal, we reach out to you. We say to you that now is the time to connect with your hearts. There has been and there was no ever, but there is now the most potent time to open to a greater connection with Mother Nature, with Mother Earth, and through nature, with your own hearts. You may be feeling that transmission now, that connection with your heart, as we are assisting you. Just breathe into that space. We are with you. We are with you now, in ever more potent ways, in ever more recognizable ways. Just notice. Call on us for assistance, should you choose. We walk with you. There is a promise in the air. It is sent on the rustling of the leaves, the falling of the leaves, the exquisite image of a tree silhouetted against a sunset or a sunrise, the colors of that, the aurora, the colorful lights, the whisper of a distant owl hooting. This promise is carried on the hum of the bees, a dragonfly's wings, a praying mantis, and the laugh of the kookaburra, the song of the blackbird, the caw of the crow or the raven, the feel of the earth beneath you and around you. There is a promise in the air, beloved ones. Come, take our hand, walk a while with the guardians of nature. We will show you. Breathe into this transmission and know that we are with every single card. Every time you open the box, we are there. Every time you bond with your cards or the messages, the transmissions therein, we are with you. And it is our passion to be of assistance, to find a way of walking with nature. understanding that you are a part of nature and that you are not alone. There is magic in the air. And we wish for you to be a part of it. Breathe in this transmission as we surround you, beloved humanity, connecting heart to heart, opening a space for you to wipe your lenses of perception and notice more and more. And beautiful. Step through the portal. We are there to greet you on the other side. Okay, that was interesting because they usually, I don't know, there's usually some rounding off. But I felt that was, I don't know, hopefully you felt what I was feeling, what I was experiencing. So I shall leave it there. Lots and lots of love to each and every one of you. Gosh, this was a lot longer than I was intending it to be. So what's new? But much, much love to you. Click the link, buy your deck, buy it for yourself as a gift for somebody, and just bond with the cards, feel their love, feel the magic, and allow for the magic to expand into your life and into the world like ripples and ripples and ripples, out and out and out, engulfing the whole world in sparkle, more sparkle, uplifting, raising frequencies, connecting with the heart. I love that bit, the way it says, they said, connection with Mother Nature and through nature with your heart, because that kind of made sense to me. That really makes sense to me. So much, 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 much love to you. Have a wonderful 1111 portal. Breathe into the space. Allow your intuition to guide you. What feels good, what doesn't feel good. Use discernment, as Viomus would say. Drop which doesn't resonate with you, flow with what does, or move towards or allow yourself to flow to what does. Much, much love to you. And namaste. I love you.